Hello everybody, it's Mimberly. Welcome back to World Underneath. Now, we just finished reading the Factual Library Q&A, and I'm still trying to get my head around that one, but we're back to business, because, you know, your girl's going to catch up on her World Underneath so she can get main story out ASAP, which it'll be out by the time that this video comes out, most likely. But we have got high and low culture. We are cooking, we are on business. I have literally made a list of all the World Underneath that I have not done yet, so I can, you know, do a little, I've just realised my pen's the wrong way around, so I can, you know, just tick them off as we go on, because, you know, your girl's busy. So, chapter 1, Artist's Life Insider. Okay, that's going to be about Raphael then. Fishy time, let's go. Special feature, balancing art and livelihood. Art is liberating, rebellious, and uncompromising. Yet when art intersects with markets, promotion, and commercialization, artists often need a trusted partner. Someone who can help them step out of their own world and connect with the outside. That's going to be Thomas then. Today we have the privilege of interviewing Mr. Thomas, Raphael's gallery manager. While Raphael's paintings overflow with personality and romance, Thomas's work lies in finding balance within this freedom, paving the perfect path between artistic creation and the art market. Join us for issue 14 of Artist's Life Insider as we delve into the gallery manager Thomas's story. Opening. Mr. Thomas, hello. Thank you for taking the time for this interview. Could you start with a self-introduction to help our readers understand your background and work? Hello everyone, I'm Thomas. No need for formalities, just Thomas is fine. Just like how Raphael calls me. I've been in art management for several years now. I started as an agent and later partnered with Raphael to open a gallery, focusing on creation and contemporary art promotion. Raphael and I aren't just business partners, I'd say we've been friends for many years now. Question 1. As both an artist manager and gallery director, what do you find the most challenging in your daily work? Finding Raphael, without a doubt. Why did I expect anything different? Did you expect me to talk about business negotiations or exhibition curation? Well, sure, the business side comes with all sorts of challenges, but those are just basic work to me. But we haven't seen Raphael at all today, have we? Yeah, this is Itchy Thomas going insane. Question 2. The artists we've interviewed before all had their unique creative habits. Some keep their favorite plush bear nearby, while others must drink exactly 3 bubble teas before starting work. From your observation, does Raphael have any peculiar habits? Wait, they all have such odd habits? Thomas blinks in surprise before falling into deep thought for nearly a minute. Well, when creating art, Raphael likes to put his fish glass tank over his head to fully experience life from a fish's perspective, to see the world through their eyes. Okay, he doesn't actually do that. I was just thinking about how these quirky personas can be effective marketing for artists, but I couldn't come up with a good one on the spot. What, did you all actually believe that? I suppose artists can get away with anything these days. But if I had to point out something genuinely concerning, it would be how Raphael completely forgets to eat when he's working. I used to bring food to his studio just to make sure he hadn't passed out from hunger. Though lately I don't have to worry about that anymore. When we tried to inquire about this recent change, Thomas insisted it was a private matter of Raphael's and politely declined to elaborate further. That'll be MC. So, is Raphael the type to forget to eat when he's working? I don't think he sees painting as work at all. How can you tell if Raphael is getting inspiration or just spacing out? Well, I never ask him directly. He'll always say he's getting inspiration. Question 3. Raphael is an artist who pursues individuality and romance. Do you think commercialization restricts him? Sometimes I wish it would. Just a little. Thomas sighs wistfully at the thought. The thing is, Raphael couldn't care less about how much his paintings sell for, or his commercial value as an artist. We're only bound by the things we care about, aren't we? Question 4. Have you ever considered what would happen if Raphael lost his creative spark? That's impossible. This was Thomas's most resolute answer of the entire interview. Question 5. This interview will be released during art school admission season. Do you have any words for those who are about to enter this field? First, to all young, aspiring artists, congratulations on choosing a path full of challenges and endless possibilities. Second, there will certainly be moments of uncertainty along the way, but as long as you stay true to your artistic voice, you'll eventually find your own path. Who knows, maybe one of you will become as remarkable as Raphael. I'll definitely be there to sign you when you do. And finally, try to dance with the industry. Art isn't just about creation. It's intimately connected with markets, audiences, and society. Understanding how the industry works and finding your place within it is an art in itself. Your work will ultimately dialogue with the world through various channels. Here's to all the young artists. May you find joy in the world of art. Chapter 2. Birthday. The scent of fresh vegetables still clinging to mint. Oh my god. Mint? Where did I get the word mint from? Restart. Rewind. The scent of fresh vegetables still clinging to soil mingles with the sharp smell of raw meat, while the sound of haggling fills the air. In the market, Thomas's designer blue-grey coat stands out. A nearby elderly man, in nothing but slippers and shorts for his grocery run, eyes Thomas's jingling metal necklace with visible disapproval. The producer-vendor stares for a good 3 seconds before recognition dawns. Thomas? Solana was here this morning. Didn't you two coordinate? Getting all dressed up for your birthday, huh? The outfit, the hair, even makeup? Thomas carefully selects a few stalks of fresh green onions. I'm just saying, nothing's wrong with men wearing makeup, okay? Can we, get with the times, people? Just getting something to make a garlic shrimp for her. The styling is for a magazine interview today. Wait, how did you know it was my birthday? Solana mentioned it this morning. The vendor weighs the green onions. What magazine? I'll buy a copy for ya. No need. The sales numbers don't affect me. Thomas hands over the garlic and ginger. If you really want to show support, how about a discount? A discount? But my wholesale price from the farmers. Solana told me you sold her Chinese cabbage for $15 this morning. Ah, fine. Here you go, Mr. Artist. Fussing over a few dollars. Just take them, they're on the house. Thinking back to today's interview, while it wasn't meant to be impromptu, having Thomas as the interviewee was purely a work mishap. I'm terribly sorry. I mentioned it to Raphael, but I've been so swamped lately that I didn't realise I hadn't synced his schedule. He's probably off getting inspiration in some remote mountain with no signal again. Thomas apologises profusely. Do you have a backup plan? If needed, I can help contact other artists we've worked with. But the magazine came specifically for Raphael. The staff huddled together in discussion for several minutes before reaching a solution. Interview me? Me? Thomas points to himself in surprise. Art school admission season waits for no one, and we need to submit the draft immediately, the staff explains. Please help us out, Mr. Thomas. We need something to fill the pages today. The interview itself turned out quite relaxed, and afterward, the staff invited him for a seafood barbecue at White Sand Bay. They had actually bought a gift box of mantis shrimp as a gesture of sincerity, but with Raphael absent, they had no choice but to enjoy an extra meal together. You all go ahead, Thomas waves them off. It's my birthday, so I'll be heading home to celebrate with my wife. He's married? Oh my goodness. What? We had no idea you were married. Happy birthday, Thomas. This is so sudden and we don't have anything else to give you, but please take this. Thomas feels the weight of the seafood gift box in his hands and looks at it in surprise, swallowing back his polite refusal. Well then, thank you everyone. I'll graciously accept. My wife happens to love garlic shrimp. Aw, you're so sweet. Aw. As Thomas opens his front door, he's struck by the thunderous sound of crying. Solana is cradling their wailing daughter, her gentle cooing doing little to soothe the baby. Thomas quickly sets down his things and rushes to the kitchen. With practiced movements, he mixes the hot and cold water, levels out a scoop of formula powder, pours it into the bottle and shakes it thoroughly. After letting it settle, he tests the temperature against the back of his hand. 40 degrees Celsius. Perfect. Making formula for their daughter has turned both Thomas and Solana into human thermometers these days. The piercing wailings finally subside with the warm bottle of formula. Solana gently pokes their daughter's chubby cheeks. You little glutton, you just had formula 2 hours ago. Don't listen to mommy, you're not a glutton at all. Eat up, you'll grow big and strong. Oh, this is cute. Just as they finally manage to get their daughter to sleep, the phone breaks the silence, undoing half an hour of the couple's efforts in an instant. While Solana hurries to comfort their crying daughter again, Thomas takes the call and walks to the balcony. After handling some business matters, Thomas ties on an apron and heads to the kitchen. As he pours the seafood from the gift bag into the sink, water splashes up and Solana chuckles while grabbing some paper towels to wipe his face. Just as he's about to start preparing the seafood, his phone buzzes in his pocket again. With both hands occupied, Solana takes his phone out and holds it to his ear. Thomas continues to peel shrimp while talking to the person on the other end. Regarding transportation, I've confirmed with the logistics company. The timing works. The lighting and design needs to be adjusted based on the expedition exhibits and materials and color schemes to ensure proper presentation. We should use neutral tones for the background to avoid competing with the visual focus of the exhibits. As for the overall atmosphere, Thomas takes 4 phone calls in the time it takes to prepare dinner. Finally, as the couple enjoys their homely dinner of dishes and soup at the coffee table with their TV, Thomas's phone is silent, as if it too wants him to properly enjoy his birthday. While Solana goes to get the cake from the fridge, he quickly switches the mystery show on TV to his favourite romantic drama. Let's watch the meteor shower. Returning with the cake, Solana glances at the screen and sighs with familiar resignation. This show again? Are you sure you're really an art professional? High art meets pop culture meets high art. In the flickering candlelight, Thomas closes his eyes and makes his birthday wishes. May Solana be safe and happy. May our daughter grow up healthy and strong. May our family stay together forever. Oh, right, and Raphael. Hope he gives me less to worry about this year, and he and his Miss Bodyguard be happy together for a long, long time. Okay, sorry. Sometimes it's just this game hits me with like really emotional outbursts, and I just end up like wanting to squeal. The moment he blows out the candles, darkness falls, and his phone decides to vibrate at that exact moment. Thomas reaches for his phone with resignation, but upon seeing the caller's name, he springs to his feet. In one fluid motion, he throws on the blue-grey coat draped over his chair and heads to the entryway to change his shoes. It's Raphael. If he's calling at this hour, it must be important. He's probably back in Lincoln. I need to go see him. We'll have the cake when I get back later. Answering the call, he hears Raphael's unusually serious voice. Thomas, come to me quickly. I have something extremely important to discuss with you. Thomas manages to take the call, change his shoes, and press the elevator button all in one seamless motion, taking no more than 10 seconds. Actually, I had something pretty important today too. I mentioned it to you, but I failed to put it in your schedule. That's my bad. Though it's all been taken care of now. Raphael sounds confused. Huh? This needs to go on my schedule too? As the elevator dings open, the voice from the phone receiver merges with one in real space. Happy birthday! Thomas looks up to find 2 familiar faces. Raphael and his Miss Bodyguard. Oh my goodness! Happy birthday, my friend! Seeing Thomas still stunned, Raphael leans against the doorframe and lifts the gift box in his right hand. Important business accomplished. This didn't need to go on my schedule, right? Well, that's not what Thomas trails off with a helpless laugh, quite quickly accepting the gift box. Come up for a bit? Have some cake? Better not. You might lock me up in there and start demanding manuscript updates. The girl, still in her hunter's uniform, playfully shrugs and links arms with Raphael. Free time is precious. Spend it with the ones who matter. We won't keep you any longer. Exactly. Stop thinking about work and watching my every move. Raphael waves with a light bye and turns away, walking into the evening breeze with his Miss Bodyguard. And so Thomas returns to his doorstep, gift box in hand. Click! The key turns in the lock and the corridor's motion sensor light flickers on. Behind the door, Solana's face lights up with pleasant surprise. You're back already? Nothing urgent with Raphael, he just came to deliver this. He says, patting the gift box on the table with a pat. Now then, let's go cut that cake. Oh, this is cute. Oh my god. Ugh. Right, chapter 3, microscope. Wish I could paint. As an artist school... Oh my god. I don't know why I saw the word artist there. As an art school applicant and devoted fan of Artist Life Insider, I heard this one would feature Raphael. Saved it specifically for the day before my entrance exam, hoping for some inspiration from my idol. But why did we get his manager instead? Potato sect leader. Raphael wasn't there, but his presence is everywhere. Think about it. Really think about it. Momo, I actually believed the part about him wearing a fishbowl while painting. Raphael Rideable Fish Dinner. Well, that's a fucking name. It's thanks to having such a professional manager that, like Thomas, that Raphael can focus on creating art. Supporting Thomas. User 426835, so why exactly don't we need to worry about Raphael starving anymore? Details, please. Night reader of useless books. Raphael's truly strong for never complaining about the industry. Garlic shrimp supremacy. Thomas clearly shows his expertise as a manager. The insights he shared in the interview are really valuable for anyone planning to enter the art industry. Good luck to everyone with their entrance exams. Confident women live best. Touché. When is Raphael releasing new work? Just a leak? Was hoping to read about a master artist's journey in this special exam issue. The art exam special is generating quite a buzz online. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. After hanging up, Thomas pauses his work and checks his phone, wondering if his insights had particularly resonated with art students and guided countless exam candidates. On the trending page, several topics are marked with red viral badges. Hashtag Artist Life Insider, Art Exam Special, hashtag Raphael, True Masters Never Complain About the Industry, hashtag Raphael Paints While Wearing a Fishbowl. But this hardly has anything to do with me. He scratches his head in confusion, opens a discussion thread and strolls through until he finally finds a few mention of Thomas among the flood of Raphael comments. Well, at least some people have the insight to recognise his expertise as an artist manager. Thomas turns off his phone with satisfaction and returns to work. Beside him, Solana suppresses a smile, quietly keeping her achievement to herself. Garlic shrimp supremacy for sure. Oh, that was so cute. I didn't realise Thomas was married and he had a kid. Oh my goodness. I did not expect that. I don't know why did I think Thomas was gay? I don't know anymore. Apparently I'm a terrible judge of character, but that was so cute. I do actually really like Thomas as well, so yeah, let me know, which sidekick do you like the most? Do you like the twins for Silas, for example, or Grayson for Zane, or Jemiah for Xavier, obviously Thomas for Raphael, or Gideon for Caleb? I know Lexi would say Gideon, but let me know, and it'll be curious to see who likes who. So yeah, right, that is high and low culture done and off the list. So let's see what we have next. Elysium? That's about the M109 zone, isn't it? Oh, I'm gonna get some Silas content?